Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I've got a look inspired by Kylie Jenner. I saw this picture and I was in love. I thought it was really appropriate for this time of year because of Valentine's Day, and I thought this would be a really lovely soft pink look if you don't want to go all out. So yeah, if you want to get this look, then please keep watching. So I'm starting off with priming my face with the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. This is just going to reduce the appearance of pores, kind of fill them in. And I'm also going to be using the L'Oreal Lumi Magique Primer. This just gives like a really lovely, fresh, glowy face, and that's what I love. For foundation, I just wanted to use this tester up of the new Chanel foundation I've got. The colour was way too light, but I did add some of that Lumi Magique primer just to make my base a lot more glowy and dewy. But I didn't really love this foundation. I don't know if it's because it was too light for me. So I added a bit of my Makeup Forever HD just to warm it up a bit. But the coverage of the Chanel one was a kind of light to medium but buildable coverage, and the finish is kind of like a dewy, glowy, fresh finish, so it will be perfect for summer. But I did want a little bit more coverage for this look. Kylie's under eyes were really bright in the picture that I saw, so I'm gonna use my Collection 2000 concealer in the shade Fair, and also my MAC Prep and Prime concealer in the shade Light Boost. I'm just putting that under my eyes and the centre point of my face, and then I'm going to blend that out with my beauty blender. So I'm going to kind of fill in my brows as naturally as possible. You're probably going to think, okay, that's not natural at all, but for me, I'm kind of on the whole natural kind of looking brows at the moment. So yeah, that's what I've tried to do. And then I'm just going to set the brow hairs in place with the L'Oreal Brow Plumper, I believe it's called. It's just a brow gel. It keeps your brows in place so that they don't flick up during the day. And now I'm just going to set my under eyes, so I'm going to tap out my creases of my concealer with my beauty blender, and then I'm going to look up, have my brush ready with the powder on it, and then set that concealer in place, because for me, whatever concealer it is, it will crease under my eyes, and when the concealer settles in it, it doesn't look fab. So I'm just setting all of that in place so that that does not happen. Waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. So Kylie has really bronzed skin in this look, so I'm going to use my Chanel Soleil de Tan de Chanel, don't know what the name is, but you know what I'm saying. It's just a cream bronzer, and I'm going to apply that with my flat top F80 Kabuki brush by Sigma, and then blend it all away with my beauty blender, just so there's no harsh lines and everything is all seamlessly blended. I'm also going to take that down the sides of my nose just to do a slight contour, and I also applied that along my jawline. So going in with the Naked Smoky palette, I'm using these two shades here, Combust and 13, and I'm mixing them to create a perfect brow bone shade. These two are matte shades, and I'm also putting that through the crease as well. So I've mixed both together because I didn't really know what one to use, and I kind of liked the idea of mixing them both. And then I'm taking my L'Oreal La Palette de Nude in the shade Rose, and I'm using that rosy kind of brown shade, and I'm just putting that through the crease as well. And I'm using the MAC 224 brush. Now with a clean blending brush, I'm just blending out the edges just so that there's no harsh lines and it's all blended really. And then I'm going to take the Makeup Revolution Mermaids Forever palette, and I'm taking this pink shade all over the lid, just packing that on with a flat brush. This palette hasn't got the names written on the actual palette, but it does come with a sheet of paper that says the names. So that shade was called Magic. I'm taking the shade just above Magic, and that's called Myth. and I'm just applying that right in the centre of my eyelid just to bring a lot of light and attention to that area. And then I'm going to take that peachy orangey shade, and that's called Creature, and I'm going to apply that through the crease. I thought I saw a lot of peachy tones through the crease in the picture that I saw of Kylie, so I thought I would try and recreate that as much as I can. And because I really want the inner corner to pop, I'm going to apply some eye drops to my brush and then go back in with that light pink shade. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to take the shade Urchin, which is a purple shade, and I'm going to apply that to the lower lash line with a pencil brush. And for the waterline, I'm going to use the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Yogurt, and this is quite neutral because it didn't really look like Kylie had much on the lower waterline. I'm now powdering my face with the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. This is going under my eyes, on my chin, on my forehead and under my cheekbones. And I'm now going to set that bronzer, well, the cream bronzer, with some powder bronzer, and this is by Bourjois, and I'm using my trusty eBay bronzer brush to do this. I'm going on my cheekbones and my forehead and my temples, down the sides of my nose and on my jaw and chin. I'm then going back in with those two matte light shades, Combust and 13, and I'm just intensifying that brow bone highlight a bit more, and then I'm going to blend that away with just a blending brush by MAC. And then we're moving on to blush, so I'm taking this blush by MUA Cosmetics. That is in the shade Cupcake, and it's a lovely peachy toned pink shade. And then I'm going to apply my lashes. So these are the Velour Wispy Sweet Nothing lashes. They're mink lashes, so they have a thicker band, which means they're a bit harder to apply. But yeah, do what I do and make sure the glue gets tacky before you apply them to your lash line, and you will be good to go. I normally wait about 40 seconds to let the glue go a bit tacky, and then I'll apply them to the middle of my eye, then secure the outer corner and then secure the inner corner. I'm then going to bind my natural lashes with the falsies with the Roller Lash Mascara by Benefit. This is just a little tester, and I am actually loving this mascara, so I might invest in the full size version, I'm not sure yet. And I'm going to apply that on my lower lashes as well. There's nowhere to go, 'cause I am happy on this island. This is always the hardest part to film, and I'm just showing you what lower lash mascara can do. I'm then going to intensify that purpley shade on my lower lash line, so this is kind of tricky to do because I've already put on my lower lash mascara, but yeah, I'm just going to apply that with the pencil brush and then blend it out. And now we're on to highlight, which is always my favourite part. We all know that the Kardashians love highlight, so I'm going to pile this on. I'm using my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Moonstone, and this is a Real Techniques Bold Metals brush. And then I'm going to apply it down the bridge of my nose. I can't even talk, I'm so excited. And then a little ball on the end of my nose to make my nose look really cute. And this is a 217 brush by MAC. I'm also going to hit that on my chin, my cupid's bow, and above my brows. The secret to getting a mad glow is layering highlights, so I'm going to use the Soft and Gentle by MAC and a MAC 286 SE brush. So finally for lips, I'm taking the MAC Cream Cup lipstick, and this is a cream sheen, so it's quite glossy and shiny. And then I didn't really like the colour, I thought it was too pink, so I'm going to apply MAC's Myth on top of that to make it a bit more peachy. I was trying my best to try and match the colour to the colour that Kylie was wearing in the picture, and that was kind of a peachy pink matte shade. So as my lips weren't matte, I then took some pressed powder and a flat brush and just pressed that powder on my lips. And then I thought that the colour was too light, so I'm a bit of a perfectionist, as you can see. So I then applied the same blush I applied to my cheeks earlier, and I applied that to my lips, and that then gave nearly the exact same colour, so I was happy with that. And that is the final look, so I really hope you enjoyed it. I know there was a lot of products involved, but I really hope that if you wanted to wear this for Valentine's that you are able to recreate it, because I probably made it a lot more confusing than it actually is. But yeah, good luck if you do try it out, and I'll speak to you very soon.
We were traveling the mountain